Om. 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 Sahana bhavatu, Sahano bhunaktu, Sahaviryam karavavahay, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma vidvishavahay. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sairam, everyone. Last week, I thought I rushed through the ninth mantra a bit, so we'll start from there so that we can do justice to that mantra. So I will do the usual. Parino Rudrasya Hetir Vrinaktu Paritveshasya Durmati Raghayo Avastira Maghavat Vyasthanushva Medvastokaya Tanayaya Mridaya. Parino Rudrasya Hetir Vrinaktu Paritveshasya Durmathiraghayo Avasthira Maghavat Vyasthanushva Medvastokaya Tanayaya Mridaya. Parino Rudrasya Hetir Vrinaktu Paritveshasya Durmathiraghayo Avasthira Maghavat Vyasthanushva Medvastokaya Tanayaya Mridaya. We'll look at the breakup of words. We'll remove the sandhis, and that is the pada form. Each pada we are looking at separately. So the first word is parino. It comprises of two individual words, pari and naha. Because of sandhi, the naha becomes no, because the na undergoes a change when there are certain rules of, if it follows re, like that. There are few letter sounds. When the na follows that, it becomes na. So in this case, the naha has become naha, but because the naha is followed by rudra, that sandhi makes the naha no. So that's how you get pari no. Okay, pari and naha. Rudrasya, no change. The hetir vrinaktu is again comprised of two words, hetihi and vrinaktu. The visarga hi becomes ir because of sandhi, the joining together of the two words. So it becomes hetir vrinaktu, but individually it is hetihi and vrinaktu. The next one is paritveshasya. It is joined together, but there are no changes happening because of the sandhi. Paritveshasya. Durmathiraghayo. Here again, there are two words coming together, and the visarga becomes ir. So that's how you get that ir plus a becomes ra. So that's how you get Durmathiraghayo. Durmathiraghayo. I think I should have mentioned, usually I touched upon the letters which need to be pronounced with some attention. So agha, this is the fourth letter in the ka varga, so it has to be aspirated. Okay, as gha. Okay, durmatira ghayo. Okay, so durmatihi plus aghayo. The next word is avasthira. It's made up of two words, ava and sthira. The next one is also a combination of two words, maghavadbhyah and tanushva. Maghavadbhyah and tanushva. Actually, this word ub, and ya, there are three consonants actually have formed this compound consonant. Id, ub, and ya. That ub is the fourth letter in the per varga, so it has to be aspirated. Okay. And the visarga, that visarga ha, has become is because of sandhi. So that's how you get magavadbhyaha, that magavadbhyas, tanushva. So that's because of sandhi, the joining together of two words. So in this case, visarga has become is. Okay, the next one is made up of two words, medvaha and tokaya. Again, the visarga has undergone change. It has become is. Medvas tokaya. Okay, medva tokaya. Tanayaya mride. So those are the individual words. We'll look at the meaning of each of those words. Pari, pari has multiple meanings because it's an affix or prefix which gets attached, and different places it brings out different meanings because of the context. So in this, the meaning is pari is away. Okay, that's away. This meaning comes out. Parinaha, that's away from us, away to us. That kind of meaning. Parinaha. Okay, naha is to us. Naha can be two or three usages are there. Of us, to us, things like that. Okay. Depending on the situation, the meaning would change. Rudrasya means Rudraha and Rudrasya. Rudraha means Rudra. Rudrasya means that which belongs to Rudra. Rudras. Of Rudra. Okay. Of Rudra. Rudrasya. Hetihi. Hetihi means weapon. Hetihi is weapon. So weapon of Rudra. Rudrasya heti means weapon of Rudra. Vrinaktu. Okay. Vrinaktu, it's a verb that let it be, like bhavatu. That means let it be. So in this case, may it be diverted. Okay. I think I should have put may it be. So it's a wish. Okay. May be diverted. I think may be diverted. So that means it's a prayer. Avatu mam, avatu vaktaram, that we have used. That kind of avatu means protect. So in this case, pranaktu means let it be diverted away from us. Okay. So we asking the Rudra's weapon, Heti, should be diverted away from us. Pranaktu. Pari. So in this case, the pari takes on the meaning from all sides. Okay. In every way. That kind of also pari. It's English does not translate, but I hope you understand. Pari means in every way, from all sides, that kind of a thing. Okay. That something which is around, that way also you can like. So pari also is around. Let it go around us. That kind of a meaning in the away before. So in this case, pari is from all sides, from in every way. Tve shasya. Okay. Shasya actually of, I have just put placing with anger. Tveshaha, tveshasya. Same thing like rudrasya. Tveshaha, tveshasya. One who is, that which belongs to one who is blazing with anger. Okay, that's the way to look at it. Durmatihi. So just the way Durudra Seheti here, Durmatihi, of one who is blazing with anger on all sides, in every way. Okay. Durmatihi, I use the word ill. Okay. Dur generally means bad. Okay, that which is not good. Okay, that's what it means. That means which may not be conducive, that which is not the best. Okay, that which makes you, dur can also mean that which makes you uncomfortable, that which causes pain, all that kind of thing. Mati means one's thinking. Okay, the thought when it is durmatihi. Okay, aghayoho. So durmatihi for what? Aghayoho. Agaya means for punishing. Okay, it's again fourth vibhakti, plural. Okay, in fourth form of the noun, but in plural. Okay. Aghayoho. So punishing in many ways, you can say. Okay. Durmati raghayo, for punishing. Our, protect. That's a request. Okay, our. Sthira. Sthira means, again, sthira is, the tha is the second letter in the tha varga, so it has to be aspirated. Sthira means steadily or in steadiness, that kind of meaning. In steadiness. Maghavadbhyaha. Okay. Again, Maghavadbhyaha is for, for all of them, that kind of meaning. It's plural. Maghavadbhyaha. For those who perform sacrifice. Maghava means one who is full of magha. That's the way to look at. That means who are performing sacrifice, who are praying, worshipping, who lead a certain disciplined life. All that is covered by Maghava. Maghavadbhyaha. So for them, okay, protect. Sthira. Okay, who is performing those with steadiness. Okay. Or you can say your protection should be steady, whichever way in this poetry, so you can move the words and derive different meanings also. Okay. Maghavadhya, Tanushva. Okay, Tanushva means who is shining. Actually, the body is actually emitting light. Tanushva. Midvaha. Midvaha means Midday. We have looked at Midday means one who is granting joy, one who gives everything, who showers all kinds of blessings. So Midvaha, blessings. Tokaya, to the children. Tanayaya, Tanaya means son. It includes the daughter also, daughters and sons. To them also, to children, to sons and children. Medaya, grand joy. So we are saying, may Rudra's weapon spare us, mean that let it go around us, away from us. Okay, the weapon of Rudra should go away from us. Okay. May the Lord, who is blazing with anger for punishing, so the Lord is always blazing with anger to punish. Okay. Durmati. So whenever he sees something bad, he is not in he doesn't grant blessing, he punishes. Why? But it is also because of his love. Okay, so that I think I would like to point out. So we're saying, oh Lord, who is blazing with anger, protect us steadily. Avasthira. Our protect sthira, steadily. Okay. Then we are saying Midvaha, means the Lord who grants blessings, who showers blessings, who showers joy. Midvaha. Tokaya Tanayayam Radaya. Okay. So this Midvaha is actually Tanishva. So one who is who is granting this joy, he is also shining steadily. Okay. One who shines is Midvaha. Tanishva Midvaha. We are asking him, the Lord who is a showerer of blessings, See, Tanushva you can take it with Maghavat Bhyaha Tanushva, or Meedva, which way. Because I don't know whether you remember, Vedo in Suprabhatam, the ones who are chanting, Vedokta, Lasanti is the word used, that means they are shining. Anyone who is doing tapas or prayers, they will emit radiance, tejas. Okay. So who is shining with tapas. Also that way also you can say. Like molten gold, I think something which we read. But the Lord is also shining. Okay, he is the one who sheds light. So once divinity is in us, that also will shine the people who are doing performance. So you can take it on either way. So in this meaning, I have said those who shine performing sacrifices. That means once you're performing sacrifices, you yourself will shine with divine light. Okay, may you grant joy. So it's a prayer. So let all bad things go away from us, and may you shower grace on all the children and the sons and daughters who are going worshiping you. But it's a prayer. So you can ask whose children they are. Is it? So I thought I would just dwell on it a bit, because sometimes we think, oh, we want to, God to look after all our children or even other children. No, actually, who are the children? They are children of God. Rudra's children. It's also recognizing that we are your children. Everyone in this world is your child. So that way also we should take. So there is some sort of a relationship between the devotee and Rudra. So you can say, so our thoughts can be of two kinds. There are positive thoughts, negative thoughts. So Durmati, the Lord actually is taking over the negative qualities in us. Okay. And so we after all, our own thought only hurts us. So we asking the Lord that our thoughts should go away from us. Bad thoughts, etihi, that thought which want to harm others should go away from us. And the Lord also, who is actually really blazing with anger, actually protects us from all these bad thoughts. He takes them away. Okay, so he will punish the thought. So that means the thought will go away. And then we ask the Lord, you just grant us all that's positive. Okay, which is me worth. So Mridaya. So grant us joy. So that way we can take this mantra meaning. So this Anuvaka is full of prayers of various kinds. We looked at it quickly. The Rishi is Parameshwara himself. Okay, the one who discovered is the Lord himself, and then he taught. The Chandas, or the meter, is Trishtup, and the Lord who is worshipped by this mantra is also Parameshwara. So those are just some details of the mantra. We looked at I think we looked at the shloka. I will again go through Dhyana shloka. So each of the mantra has a Dhyana shloka for all those who have joined newly. So Dhyana shloka allows us to meditate. If we just take this mantra alone, we can meditate on a certain form, what is described in this mantra, and that's what the commentators have given, who have written the bhashyam. So we will take a look at them. Gaja Charmavrita Tanum. Gaja Charmavrita Tanum. Spurat Praharanojwalam. Spurat Praharanojwalam. Sarva Papaharam. Dhyayet Devam Kunjara Bhedinam. Gaja Charmavritatanum Spurat Praharanojwalam Sarva Papaharam Dhyayet Devam Kunjara Bhedinam. Gaja Charmavritatanum Spurat Praharanojwalam Sarva Papaharam Dhyayet Devam Kunjara Bhedinam. You look at the meaning. Gaja Charma Vritatanu. So the thing is, so the meaning is one should meditate Dhyayet. In this here you will say Dhyayet Devam. Dhyayet and Devam, because of Sandhi, the It has become Id also. Just the way the other Sandhis work, but in this case, It becomes Id. Okay, the first letter becomes the third letter. In many cases, you will find that's a type of Sandhi, of consonant Sandhi, a consonant joint. So Dhyayet, one should meditate Devam on the Lord, Deva. Okay. With elephant skin wrapped around. Okay. Gaja, Charma, Avrita, Tanum. There are 4 words actually. Gaja means elephant. Okay. Charma means skin. Avrita, that means that is covering. Okay, wrapped around. Avrita. Tanum. Tanum means one whose form. Okay. Maybe I should say. Okay, I think this is a better way of writing. On the one whose form wrapped around with elephant skin. Okay. The next one is holding shining weapons. Spurat Praharano Ujwalam. Okay. Praharana means weapons. Ujjvala means they are shining, they are shining with effulgence, or they are blazing, you can say. Spurat means that uh, which is energized, you can say. It is giving out. Okay. That kind of, so one who is holding weapons which are actually blazing forth, okay, with light. Sarva Papa Haram. Sarva, all Papa sins. Haram, one who destroys. Okay. And the exterminator of Gajasura, that means Kunjara. Kunjara means elephant. Gaja is also elephant. Kunjara is also elephant. Behedina, one who has cut it, destroyed, killed it. Okay, Behedina. Yes, sister.
Sairam, brother. See, the Devata is Parameshwara, and Dhyana Sloka is referring something like a description is something different.
Yes.
How to relate that, please? Thank you.
Sure, sister. So I think the question is, I think, how can the Rishi who is praying be Parameshwara? He is describing himself and he is also meditating on himself. That's the question I think sister has asked. How do we
Yes, it says is Parameshwara, right? But here the description is alongside of Ganesha. So I'm
okay,
trying to
no, it's not
connect.
Ganesh. Okay, it's not. So I think I read the story. Maybe I will read one excerpt from Swami's discourse and then come back if it's okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I read this story from Swami's discourse. I'll just read it. There was once a demon by name Gajasura. He was a demon king. He performed severe penance. Ishvara appeared before him. Ishvara is easily propitiated, and he gives readily whatever one prays for, without examining whether it is right or wrong to confer such boon. He gives whatever the devotees pray for. This was what happened in the case of the demon Bhasmasura. He prayed to Shiva to grant a boon that whomsoever he touches by his hand should be reduced to ashes. Shiva granted the boon. Immediately, Bhasmasura wanted to test the power he had received by trying to place his hand on Shiva himself. Ultimately, Shiva had to be saved from Bhasmasura by the stratagem of Vishnu, who made the demon place his hand on his own head. He was then reduced to ashes. Likewise, Gajasura also performed penance and prayed to the Lord Ishvara appeared before him and asked him what he wanted. Gajasura said, Lord, you must merge in my stomach. Shiva granted the boon and lodged himself in the demon's stomach. Parvati, not finding Ishvara, went out in search of her Lord and could find him nowhere. She went to her brother Vishnu and appealed to him to trace her missing Lord. Vishnu knew that Shiva was in the habit of granting boons indiscriminately and getting into difficulties. He told her, Parvati, I know what has happened. Be calm. You go to your abode. I shall bring Ishvara there. Vishnu took Shiva's Nandi and decorated it to appear like a performing bull. Assuming the role of a bull performer, Vishnu led the bull to the city of Gajasura. Playing on a pipe all the way while the bull danced to the tune. The bull was dancing to the music of the divine embodiment of all mysteries. Gajasura was intensely watching the performance of the bull and its master. Pleased with their performance, Gajasura asked the bull trainer, What do you want? The latter said, You should not go back on your word. Will you grant me what I want? You are Gajasura, a great king. Yes, he said, Give me Ishvara, who is in your stomach, said Vishnu. Only Vishnu knew this fact, none else. Gajasura immediately fell at the feet of Vishnu and said, Swami, this secret is known to anybody except, not known to anybody except yourself. I will keep my word even at the cost of my life. But there is one condition. My head should be worshipped by all and Ishvara should wear my skin. Vishnu agreed to it. That is the reason why Ishvara wears the elephant skin. The head of Gajasura is worshipped as Vinayaka's head. So this is a story which Swami has told. I think I don't know if I'll dwell on the story and the meaning a little while. So let's just discuss the story itself, because see, Swami tells a story and he thinks it's an interesting story and then go away. But every line of this word actually has some relevance to us, because the Gajasura is none but ourselves also. We are the Gajasura, because Gaja means elephant. So there's some animal quality. We also have animal qualities. We have certain powers. There are certain things which we also can do. We also pray to the Lord just the way Gajasura prayed. And when the Lord comes, the Gajasura is saying, see, Swami is again going into Bhasmasura. I will leave that story. Swami is saying, Shiva always grants realizing whether it's good or bad. Not for Shiva, even for the person who is taking the boon, he just grants. That is the aspect of the Lord who grants all that wish for. And we ask for the boon and then we cause problems for ourselves and others, and then the Lord has to come and fix the problem. Okay, that's the meaning. So you can say, why did Vishnu had to come to save Shiva if Shiva is all powerful? The reality is Shiva is also Vishnu. It is one aspect of the Lord is Shiva, one aspect of the Lord is Vishnu. But so we should go back and say, why did Gajasura want the Lord to go to the stomach? Because all of us asking about boons which are related to this world. Okay, stomach actually talks about all worldly accumulation. There is a story of another slightly off this. There's the entity called Kabanda in Ramayana. Okay, when the Rama and Lakshmana meet him, This Kabanda, apparently his head is in the stomach. That fellow. It was very, and he had hands which are like miles long. So the only thing he was doing was grab everything in the world and eating. So stomach uh, means eating. That means we want to accumulate and consume everything in this world. So when even the Lord comes to grant boon, he will say, we want to satisfy our stomach, which is, that means we want to accumulate everything in this world for our selfish needs. So that was the person Gajasura was. He had devotion, no doubt, but his own selfishness and his need to accumulate things for himself and consume everything in this world was very high. So he wanted Shiva to be in the stomach. He didn't ask Shiva to be in his heart. In his stomach only he wanted. So that is the lot all of us, we pray for all sorts of worldly things. So that's the story of Gajasura. So then Vishnu, God, so I will go to the next one. The Lord who is everywhere is Vishnu, who is all pervading, is in us, in everything, that is Vishnu. So that aspect of Shiva, which is Vishnu, knows what is going on. Then we can say Parvati, if she is goddess, why didn't she know? Why she had to go and ask Vishnu? Parvati actually symbolizes everyone, all human beings. Parvati means one who is coming from the mountain. That means earth. So we are also like Parvati, who are from the world, and we have to seek the Lord. So because our human aspect didn't know where God was. So we ourselves, we ask God for everything, but we don't know where God is. Okay. And we pray and we, oh Lord, where are you? We will even ask. But whenever he appears, we ask for us. So Parvati also symbolizes our aspect of human being who wants the God. Okay, Gajasura only wants everything in his stomach. Then there's an aspect of us who is like Parvati, who wants to become one with the Lord, who is always looking for the Lord. So where do you find? We have to ask Vishnu, who is all pervading. Okay, so that's the story of Vishnu. So then Vishnu goes, and then Gajasura, he thought only he knew about it. Now there's someone else who knows, which is only God, who is all pervading. So then he asks, let my skin be worn by the Lord, let my head be worshipped. So you can ask, see, Gajasura, though everything here, head me also means buddhi. So the buddhi should be worshipped. So that's why Ganesha has the elephant head. That's right thinking, which is discriminatory thinking, buddhi. That's why Vinayaka is also called buddhi siddhidayata. Okay. So that head became Ganesha's head. And Shiva is wearing the elephant hide. Okay. Shiva is wearing elephant hide. So now let me go back to, so you understand Ganesha, Shiva, Gaja, all this. So let's go back to the shloka. See, Gaja Charma Avritam. That means the animal quality is worn by the Shiva. Animal skin is worn by Shiva. That means in our own body we have a skin which relates to this external world, which is the gross thing. But actually it should wrap around Shiva. So what it basically means is, even though we are having a human body, inside we should become empty and Shiva should be inside us. Because actually our skin should actually cover Shiva. Then you can ask, why did Parameshwara is the Rishi and Parameshwara is the God? Because the Lord wants us to know that we are also an embodiment of divinity. We cannot even pray to God unless we become Parameshwara himself. If we are not clean, if we are not pure, if we are not divine in nature, we can't even pray to God properly. We can try to pray, just the way Gajasura tried to pray and get a boon. But ultimately, for us to gain the full benefit of knowing God, that is to merge in God, God will say, you should become Parameshwara. So that's why Swami will say, you are God, I am God. then why should we pray to Swami? Because we pray that we merge and become one. So the first Parameshwara, who is the Rishi, is us, the Parameshwara in us, that divine spark in us should pray to the Parameshwara who is everywhere. That is all prayer is that. Even though we are divine, we should come to know, realize that we are divine, and we should merge in the divine. To merge in the divine, we should first become divine ourselves. So all that is actually mentioned here. So you can say, what are the shining weapons? The weapons which destroys all that is bad. Sarva Papa Haram. Okay, so we should become pure and divine in us, cultivate divine qualities which will destroy all that is bad in us, so that we can worship the Lord. And then the skin which covers our body is covering actually God Himself. So in Puli, in Tamil, they will say tiger skin the Lord is wearing, or elephant skin is wearing. These are, that means even though animal qualities are there as part of our human life, they should be only at the skin level. Inside, it all should be God, Shiva. So I hope. So that's
Yes, brother. Thank you.
my understanding. Okay, Saira.
Saira.
I spent, I don't know, the 2 months, because each of these mantras, because otherwise sometimes we just move on, oh God, Shiva is wearing animal skin. What does it mean? That means we should become Shiva who is wearing a human skin, which is animal skin. Our skin is not too different from any other animal. So that's the meaning. So when in Hindu deities wear animal skin, what it means is only the skin is animal. Inside it's all divine. So the same way we also, when we are in the human skin, we should be divine. We should become divine, and that's what Swami always has been urging us to do. So I will go to the next mantra. Medushtama Shivatama Shivo na Sumana Bhava Parame Vriksha Ayudhanidhaya Kritim Vasana Achara Pinakam Bibhradagahi Medushtama Shivatama Shivo na Sumana Bhava Parame Vriksha Ayudhanidhaya Kritim Vasana Achara Pinakam Bibhradagahi Medushtama Shivatama Shivo na Sumana Bhava Parame Vriksha Ayudhanidhaya Kritim Vasana Achara Pinakam Bibhradagahi. Just to pay attention to some of the letters and pronunciation. Midhu. This is the fourth letter in the ta varga, so it has to be aspirated. Dhu. Okay. Midhu. Ishtama. Shivatama. Shivona. Sumana. Bha. The bha is also fourth letter in the pa varga, so it has to be aspirated. Okay. Parame vriksha ayu dhan. Dha is again the fourth letter in the tha varga, should be aspirated. Ayudhan nidhaya. Again, fourth letter in the tha varga, it has to be aspirated. Ayudhan nidhaya. Kritim vasana acharapinakam. Bibhra. Again, this bha is fourth letter in the pa varga, so has to be aspirated. Bibhra dagahi. Okay, just in terms of pronunciation, quite a few letters, aspirated consonant letters are there, so pay attention to them. Let's look at the pada form, pada, words separated. Yes, Brother Kumar.
Can you pronounce the last word again?
Bibhra da ga hi. Bibhradaagahi. Okay.
Thank you, brother.
So the words are Midhu, Tama. So there's a Sandhi. But it's an internal word Sandhi. Okay. Within the word there's a Sandhi. Midhu, Tama. Shiva Tama also there's a Sandhi. Because Shiva Tama, but the Visarga is dropped. Okay. Shiva Tama. Shiva has become Shivo because the Visarga turns into O because of Sandhi. Sumana Bhava. Parame Virksha. Ayudham Nidhaya becomes that Anuswara, the dot at the top, becomes in because of Sandhi. That's how it becomes Ayudham Nidhaya becomes Ayudhan Nidhaya. Okay, Ayudhan Nidhaya. Kritim Vasana Achara Pinakam. This last word is again a Sandhi. Bibhrat Agahi are the two words. This it, the first letter in the Thavarga becomes the third letter because of Sandhi. That's how it becomes the. Okay, because of Sandhi, that's a Bibhradagahi. It becomes id and then it joins the a to become da. Bibhrad plus agahi becomes Bibhradagahi. Okay, so that's a separation of words. We will look at the meanings. Miduhu Tama. I put them both together. Miduhu means bountiful. You know, one who is always giving. Is the giver of everything is Miduhu. You looked at the word Mide. Midvaha. That means who gives. Midvaha we looked at in the previous verse. Okay, so Midhu means one who gives. Tama. Okay. Tama is affix, which basically means superlative. So in Sanskrit, so Midhu is bountiful. Midustara means one who is greater than, means more bountiful. Tara, when the word Tara is added, it means one who is more bountiful. Tama means superlative, most bountiful. Okay. So we are actually addressing, we are calling him Mirudustama. Okay. And there's another part of Sandhi which maybe I didn't cover. I will go back. This Mirudu Tama, as you can see, this it has become Ish, Ta, and Ma. Okay. That is because this Tama has become Tama. There are some Sandhi rules because this Visarga itself becomes Ish because it's following Dhu. Okay. So Midushtama. So it's Sandhi, as you can say, Miduhu Tama becomes Midushtama. Okay, I just wanted to point out. I was doing some Sandhi, but I don't think not too many of you are interested in technical details. But that's good enough. If anyone wants, maybe we have to do a few sessions actually on Sandhi. It became very technically boring, but so I will leave that. Okay. So most bountiful, Midustama. Oh, the one who is most bountiful. Shivatama. I don't know, we have already looked at Shivataraya. Okay, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivataraya, like that. Shivaya, Shivataraya, Shivatamaya means, one who is Shiva means auspicious one. Shivatara means one who is more auspicious. Shivatama means most auspicious. Okay, so that's the meaning. The next word is Shivaha, auspicious one. Okay. Naha means to us. Sumana, mana, again, mind. Okay, the characteristics of the mind is mana. Sumana means let your mind be auspicious or favorably disposed towards. Okay, bhava means let it be, may it be. I think I should put may it be, something like that. Okay. I think I have 1 second. Okay, sorry. Okay, Subhana, favorably disposed. That's what I said. Okay. Okay. Miduhutama, Shivatama, Shiva, Subhana Bhava. Okay. Oh, so we are asking the Lord to be favorably disposed towards us. Oh, what happened? Sorry. Sorry. Okay, let's look at the word. Parame. So actually, Parame is an adjective. Parama means supreme. Parame vrikshe. Vrikshe means in the tree. In a tree. Okay. In the tree. Parame, supreme tree. Okay. That's the way to put it. Okay. Which is very high. That kind of being a tree. How can it be supreme? It can be tall. That's the way. So I have used the word tall also in the downstairs, in the summary later. So supreme tree. In the supreme tree. Ayudham. Ayudha means weapon. Ayudha means weapon. Actually, Ayudha means something which comes for yuddha. That kind of meaning. That, a weapon which is used in war. Nidhaya. Nidhaya means to put it down. To put something down or placing something is nidhaya. So having done that, okay. I think we have looked at nidhana pataye namaha. I don't know whether you all remember. Similar meaning. That's something which goes to rest. Everything and it's put down. So you rest it also, you can say. Resting your ayudha in a tree, in a supreme tree, in a high tree. Okay. Kritim vasana. Kritim means skin. Kriti itself is skin. Okay. Hide or skin is kritim. Vasana means wearing. Wearing the skin. Achara. Chara means to move. Achara means move towards us. Okay. Pinakam. Pinaka is the bow which Shiva uses. The name of the bow which Lord Shiva uses is called Pinaka. Okay. Rama uses Kodanda. Same way, Pinaka. So Kodanda Pani is Rama. Pinaka Pani is Shiva. Okay. Bibrat means carrying, holding it. Agahi, come. Okay. So let's look at the meaning. It's an interesting meaning. O the most bountiful one, Midustama. O most auspicious one, Shivatama. Be the auspicious one, favorable to us. Okay. Shivaha, Naha, Sumana Bhava. May the auspicious one be sumana towards us. Let him be favorable to us. Okay. Then we are explaining how the Lord Supreme One has to be favorable. Please come to us, Achara. Okay. Achara. Kritim Vasana. Wearing the skin of elephant or tiger. Because different commentators are given. Wearing the elephant skin and come. Wearing the tiger skin and come. Two meanings are given. But Kritim just means skin. Animal skin. Okay. Carrying the bow pinaka. We ask in the Lord, you carry the bow and come. Pinaka, carry it and come. Leaving the weapons on a tall supreme tree. Ayudam nidhaya parame vrikshe. Parame vrikshe. So it seems funny, we asking the Lord, you keep your weapon on the top of a tree and holding the bow, come to us, we are in the skin. People will be baffled. Why? Okay, why this prayer? See, actually, we already looked at the word vriksha before. Vrikshebhyaha namah. Okay. Quite often the word vriksha comes. That means tree. Harikeshebhyo means one whose hair is green. Things like that. So all that is in this world, creation itself is vriksha. So in the Parame Vriksha means supreme creation, the one which is most supreme in creation, the highest of all creation. We are asking the Lord to keep his weapon there. Okay. Actually, we have discussed even in the first Anuvaka, the weapons or the arrows are nothing but our thoughts. We are asking the Lord to keep the weapon or arrow somewhere very high. That means our thoughts should be placed at high places in the creation. The most elevated place our thought should be, because the Lord only can keep our thoughts above, because it's not even our thoughts are not in our control. So we are asking the Lord to keep our thoughts very high. Wearing the animal skin. That means our animality should only be at the skin level. We already looked at Gaja Charma, one who wears the Lord. So we asking the Lord to wear in garment. That means we ourselves should only wear it like that, because the Lord is also within us. So we asking, let our skin only be animal. Okay. Pinakam, carry the bow and come. So that means we have also looked at the bow again in Anuvaka 1. Bow is nothing but the mind. We are asking the Lord to take hold of our mind. Okay. Our thought should be placed high. The Lord should hold our mind. He should only wear our animal skin, and then he should come. He should come to us. That means he should become one with us. Agahi means not only coming, just merge in us. So that means we want ourselves to be also become divine. Let only the animality remain at the skin level. Everything else is Shiva. Let the thoughts be placed very high, and let our mind be in the hand of the Lord. This is the prayer. Then he is always Sumana Bhava. Okay, we are asking the Lord. We will also become Sumana. Our thoughts also will be Sumana. Our mind will be also pure. It will only have divine thoughts. And all this is possible only when the Lord grants us that blessing. The most bountiful has to give us that blessing. Because when he comes to us, mean that we ourselves become that. Okay, so that is the meaning of this prayer mantra, as I understand. The Rishi, someone called Vairajaha. Okay, the Rishi who discovered this mantra is Vairajaha. The Chandas is Panchapada Trishtup. And the Lord who is prayed for is Shambhu. Shambhu is the Lord who is easily pleased. Shiva who is easily pleased is Shambhu. So the Rishi discovered this mantra and prayed to the Lord. You look at the Dhyana Shloka. Mangalayatanam Devam Yuvanam Ati Sundaram Dhyaye Vanacharakara Magachantam Pinaginam Mangalayatanam Devam Yuvanam Ati Sundaram Dhyayed Vanacharakara Magachantam Pinaginam Mangalayatanam Devam Yuvanam Ati Sundaram Dhyayed Vanacharakara Magachantam Pinaginam Mangalayatanam Devam Yuvanam Ati Sundaram Dhyayed Vanacharakara Magachantam Pinaginam. Okay, we will look at the meaning. One should meditate Dhyayet. You can say Dhyayet. Okay, on the Lord Devam. Here is what Devam. Of very handsome form. Ati Sundaram. Yuvanam Ati Sundaram. So Ati Sundaram. The Lord is so beautiful. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. He is the most beautiful. Coming with the appearance of a forest dweller. It's this word, Yayit, Vana Charakara Magachantam. Vana means forest. Chara means one who moves around in the forest. Akaram, form. Agachantam, coming. The Lord apparently is coming towards us with the appearance of a forest dweller. Okay, one who moves about in the forest. Holding the bow, Pinakinam, the abode of all auspiciousness, Mangalayatanam, means he has all blessings, all things auspicious are in him. Yuvanam, youthful. So that is the way it's worshipped. So the thing is, why is the Lord coming as a hunter? Vanacharakara means is coming like a hunter. Hunter means people who live in the forest. Human beings who live in the forest are like hunters. They always fight with animals. Even in the story of Arjuna going for the to Kailash to get the weapons for the war, Shiva is supposed to have come as a hunter, and then Arjuna fights with Shiva. Okay, so the Lord comes from the forest dweller. But the reality is in this world of creation, it's a jungle. Animal qualities are everywhere. Everyone is fighting with animal qualities in them or in others also. So it is always a battle in this world. Animal qualities have to be fought with. The Lord is the best hunter who can subdue all animals. So Vanacharakara means he is moving about us, means he is moving out in jungle because there are so many animal qualities in us. Even in our mind, the Lord is moving around, though there are lots of animal qualities. So his body, his dress and demeanor is also someone who is like a hunter, always out to kill all animal qualities. Vanacharakharam agachantam, he is coming. So you're happy that he is coming to kill all the animal qualities in us. And he is the abode, he is bringing with him all mangalam, who is coming. Okay. Atisundaram. Because of that, he is so beautiful. Because all auspiciousness inside him, because of that, he is beautiful and is youthful. Youth means that which can do a lot of action. So the Lord is coming so that he can ably, effectively kill all animal qualities. So which is what the Kritim Vasana. Okay. Pinakam Bibrat Agahi. So we are saying the Lord is approaching us. The time is near. He is going to finish the problems, kill all the animal qualities. So that is the way prayer, so that because he is Mangalayatanam, he is bringing all auspiciousness with him. So he will remove the animal qualities and he will put all that is good. And he is holding the mind tight, Pinakinam. He has taken hold of our mind, Pinakinam. And that's the way the Rishi prayed to Lord Shiva. He saw and he had that revelation of Lord Shiva as that one who brings auspiciousness by killing all animal qualities, and he is approaching us. That's the prayer. No 3, we'll go to the next mantra if it's okay. Vikirida Vilohita Namaste Astu Bhagavaha Yaste Sahasram Hetayon Nyamasman Nivapantuta. Vikirida Vilohita Namaste Astu Bhagavaha Yaste Sahasram Hetayonyamasman Nivapantu Ta. Vikirida Vilohita Namaste Astu Bhagavaha Yaste Sahasram Hetayonyamasman Nivapantu Ta. Just to point out, I think many of you would say, why am I saying Sahasram when it's Sahasragam? Because as I had mentioned before, in Yajurvedam, whenever there's Anuswaram, there are certain rules. When it's followed by Ha, Sa, and so on, that Anuswara is pronounced as Gum instead of Gum. But that is for only for chanting purposes, but the word is Sahasram. Okay. So let's look at any pronunciation is Vikirita Vilohita Namaste Astu Bha Bhagavaha. So the Bha is aspirated. It's the fourth letter in the Pa Varga. Yaste Sahasram Hetayonyamas Nivapantuta. There are no other aspirated letters in this mantra. We look at the word to word separation, other form. Vikirida, Vilohita. Namahate has become Namaste. Namahate becomes Namaste because of Sandhi. The Visarga becomes Is. So that's the way you get Namaste. Namahate. Salutations to you. Astu Bhagava. Yate, Yate, Yahate becomes Yaste. The Visarga again has become Is because of Sandhi. So that's how you can Yaste. Sahasram. Here there are multiple words. Okay. 4 words actually. Hetayaha. The Visarga becomes Uga. Hetayaha and Anyam becomes Hetayonyam. Okay, you can see here, I guess. No, I made a small mistake. So there should be an avagraha. So I have just put it there. So that's the reason So Hetayaha Anyam. Okay, Hetayonyam. Because the Visarga becomes O and the A becomes silent. Okay. Anyam and Asman become Anyamasman. Okay. Anyamasman. That Visarga becomes plus A becomes Ma. Anyamasman. So this it, because it's followed by Ni, becomes in. Okay. Asman Nivapantu. Okay. Anyamasman Nivapantu. Etayonyam Asman Nivapantu. So okay, it's a 4 word Sandhi, joint word. Okay. Taha. We look at the word-to-word meaning. Vikirida, okay. Vikirida means one who distributes, who spreads, who scatters things, who. So that's the meaning of Vikirida. Vikirida, okay, Vikirida. The means one who gives. Okay, Vikiri. So he gives by spreading, scatters. He gives blessings by scattering. I was always reminded of Swami throwing chocolates at devotees. He'll distribute and everyone will take something. That's the way our creation, the world is. God is spreading stuff and all of us receive something. Okay, Vikirida. And there are some commentators who have said who distributes punishment also, but I have just used blessings here. Who scatters blessings? Oh, who scatters blessing? Vikirida. Vilohita. Vilohita is supposed to talk about the color of the Lord. Some have said he is red, he is white, he is golden. Simply put, it's the color of fire. The fire, when it's burning, it takes on different colors. Sometimes it will be it's even blue. It will be red. It will be golden color. Sometimes it's colorless. So you can see the Lord is like that. Okay, it's white, red, whichever purifies, you can take that. Vilohita. Namaha, salutation, te, to you. So we are saying Vikirida, one who grants us all blessings, the one who is of this golden color, red color, white color, to our salutation, to you our salutation. Astu, namaha, te astu, namaste astu. Okay, let our salutation be to you, maybe then be to you. Okay, then the word Bhagavaha comes. Om Namo Bhagavate. I think we have already looked at once, but I thought there's no point. There's always good to repeat so that we remember. Bhagavaha means one who is the embodiment of the quality of Bhaga, or who has the Bhaga. Okay. Bhaga, last time also we looked at, it comprises of 6 qualities, 6-fold virtues. One is Aishwarya. Aishwarya is the quality of Ishvara. Ishvara means who is the Lord of everything, who possesses everything. Okay. Overlordship is the word I will use here. Virya is the second word. Virya means vigor, valor, virility. Even the opening prayer, Sahana, Saha Viryam Karavavahai. We asking the Lord for our study also make us Virya. Virya is the ability to do anything in this world. That liveliness. The liveliness is Virya. Energy, strength, everything is possessed. That is Virya. The Lord is full of that. Yashas means fame. Fame in the sense, his name is known to everyone. The name is so positive. Okay. That is fame. Shri, he has all the divine wealth. Okay. He has jnana, knowledge, the real knowledge. Vairagya is dispassion, detachment. The Lord Shiva is in the cremation ground. He wears the ash from the cremation ash. Cremated remains, that's where he is. So he's very simple. He's not attached to the world. We have looked at another place also where the Lord is so poor, but he gives everything. I think that's something which we discussed before. Okay, because he's poor means he's not attached to anything in this world. Okay, all that comprises Aishwarya, Virya, Yasha, Sri, Jnana, Vairagya. 6 qualities, all of them, when it's all in one place, that is Bhaga. Okay, there are multiple meanings. There is an excerpt of Swami's which I've taken that goes into more detail. So I will leave for now. Oh, I don't know. Spelling mistakes. Sorry. Yaha means by which, okay? Or which. Plural. Okay, Yaha. Te, your. Yaha and Taha, when they come, they are sort of related. Okay, when I translate it, those which. Taha means those which. Okay, those which. That's the way to, in English, that's the way the sentence structure is. Okay, so those which means Yaha plural, as you can see. They your Sahasram. Sahasram generally is translated as 1,000. But I think in one of my earlier sessions, I have mentioned the word Sahasram, Shatam, Sarvam. All that means infinite. Okay, there's no limit. That's the way they mean. Okay, so I put the word infinite. Sahasram. Hey, they have weapons. Okay. Anyam. Anyam, some of the commentators have put our enemies. Anyam means one who is outsider. Outsider, foreigner, other is Anyam, who is not ours. Okay, that's what means Anya. In Tamil and all, we'll say Anya, means that which is outside of, from somewhere outside, that which does not belong to us. Asmat, Anyam Asmat. Asmat means to us, that which is foreign to us. Okay, that which is outside of us, that is not part of us. Anyam Asmat. Niva Pantu, finish them off, destroy. Okay, those thousands and infinite which are foreign to us, destroy them. That's the prayer. So we're asking the Lord, oh, the scatter of blessings, oh, the white red colored one, it's like fire. Oh, Bhagavan, who has possesses all those good qualities, our salutations unto you. Those infinite weapons may destroy those which are apart from us. Weapons of yours, I think I should put, okay. Okay. We are asking the Lord to destroy all that is not a part of us. That means, some people say, we are praying that our enemy should be killed. That some commentators have said. But what is inimical in us is our own thoughts, which are always infinite. Our thoughts are just continuously coming. Okay, so of these thoughts, they have to be destroyed. That is our prayer to the Lord. So all that thoughts, which millions of thoughts which come, which are not part of us, means which are not divine. Because who we are divine, we want to be like you. So all the thoughts which are not like us, let them be destroyed. So we're asking the Lord, who is the scatterer of blessings. So that is why some of the commentators say, Vikirida means who destroys punishment, who distributes punishment, who scatters punishment, because he can destroy all our thousands and thousands of bad thoughts. Not only in us, in everyone's mind also, all the bad thoughts should be destroyed only by the Lord. So that is the prayer. So I will just read one excerpt of Swami. From the Sat has emerged all there is. The Sat permeates the whole of creation. Nothing exists without the power of Sat. Behold the glory of this eternal Sat. Tossed about on the bitter ocean of mundane existence, going hither and thither, I think should be thither, without a rudder or compass. If only you steady your mind for a moment, the Lord of Shri will send you, O man, his rescue boat. This is actually Padyam, a poem of Swami translated, but I didn't bring it here. Okay. The love of God is the foremost reward to be attained in human life. It is more precious than all the wealth in the world. All wealth and position are obtained by the love and grace of the divine. The value of Bhagavad Prema, love of God, can be realized only if the meaning of the term Bhagavan is rightly understood. Brahman, Parabrahman, Shabda are among the terms used as appellations of Bhagavan. The term Bhagavan is the sweetest of them all. Bhaga means the one who is the repository of all divine attributes and is uniquely worthy of adoration. Ga refers to one who has all the excellences and who creates, sustains, and reabsorbs everything. The letter Bha has two meanings, Sambharta and Bharta. Sambharta means one who is competent to make nature the instrument of creative process, because he is also competent to sustain what he is created. He is called Bharta. Bha has other meanings as Shanti, peace, light, effulgence, illumination. Ga means all pervasive. One or one to do in Telugu means one who is capable. Hence the term Bhagavan means the one who is capable of lighting the divine effulgence, the illumination of wisdom, the eternal inner light of soul. So this is a discourse from 14 January 1988. Where Swami is, there are many discourses where Swami has spoken about this name Bhagavan. So I just picked one because Bhagava is part of this mantra. As you can see, we'll again look at the mantra. Oh, sorry. Vikirida Vilohita Namaste Astu Bhagavaha. Okay. Yate Sahasram Ete Anyam Asman Nivapantuta. Ete Yonyam Asman Nivapantuta. Okay, so we ask the Lord who scatters blessing, who is all auspiciousness. Make sure that all that which is not of us, which is not our real nature, is not part of our real nature, let them all be destroyed. So that is the mantra meaning. I have not taken up the Dhyana Shloka because I thought it will be just on time. I think not bad, it's 10:21. Maybe I will cover the Dhyana Shloka in the next session. And we have one more mantra from this Anuvaka next week. I will stop here if there are any questions. And if you know the answer, I will share. Otherwise, yes, Kalyani.
Sorry, Uncle. In mantra 10, achara, does it always mean move towards us or like move towards or
Yes, the word means something which is towards, coming towards, and it reaches until, that kind of meaning.
okay.
I will give you some. Agacha means come to me. If you look at somebody, gacha means to go. Agacha means come.
Okay.
Come towards me. So the person has turned towards you. For example, the word ajanu baham is there. Okay, bahu, ajanu means the hand. Bahu means hand, arm. Ajanu means it reaches the knees. Okay, ajanu means it reaches. So that kind of meaning, something which comes close to.
Okay.
Okay, so has that meaning wherever it is used. So in this mantra, there are two places is used.
Okay. Yeah.
No, mantra 10. No, wait, I will go back. Sorry. Achara agahi. So we're asking him to move towards us Agahi actually means agacha.
Oh, okay.
Agacha is agahi, means come. So we
Okay.
are asking the Lord to turn and moving towards us, and then you say, come to us also.
Okay.
Okay, move towards us, come to us.
Hmm.
So, okay, so that's the meaning. Means that with something which reaches something, that is
Okay.
okay.
And vrikshe is singular, right?
Vriksha is singular, yes.
Okay. So
The tree
our
of
thoughts,
yes.
so it's like our thoughts should be like we should have the highest thought in all of creation.
Yes. So it's in our the creation is one,
Mm.
all one. Our own thought should be at the highest, supreme. What is supreme creation? Because the reality, it's a very good thought you ask, because the Lord has two aspects. One is manifest, one is unmanifest. Our mind can only reach the highest of the manifested world. The highest of the manifest world, Ishvara, the form of God.
Okay.
So the mind cannot reach beyond that.
Mm.
Okay, so that thought should be at the highest of creation, which is the Lord Himself, in a created form, which is in a human form also. So that's why we say, even in human form, we should see the highest of the Lord, which is the avatar, Purushottama, something.
And is I didn't know, is Parvati Vishnu's brother? You know it?
So, in Purana stories, Parvati is considered Vishnu's sister.
Oh, wait, so she's the daughter of Himavan, right? And
Yes, so Himavan. But why is he Vishnu's? Because Vishnu is also creation. He is present everything in this creation. So Parvati is also born of the earth.
oh, okay.
So they all relate to creation.
Mhm.
Shiva is somebody who destroys. So that relationship, one is he's Shiva's wife, Vishnu's sister, things like that. Because see, some of these things that when you translate it in English or Tamil, it becomes very who is the brother or sister who is born from the same womb?
Mm.
From Hiranyagarbha came the Vishnu. Hiranyagarbha came this creation. This earth also came from there. So everything came from the same womb.
Mm.
Because there's a word called Sahodara. Sahodari, who is
Mm.
born from the same womb. That's why do we call everyone brothers and sisters in this world? Because they all came from God, children of God, they were part of creation. So from that sense,
Okay.
then husband and wife means why you merge, you become one entity. So it's from a worldly sense, if you see it, how when did he get married? That type of thing. We may ask, when did Shiva get married? So that's the way they celebrate also. But it is a union, it's a divine union.
Mm.
It's a divine marriage. So in this case, it's a divine brotherly relationship.
Mm.
Everything in this world came from the same God. So
For sure.
ultimately, everything created is with animal, trees, gods, whatever is given name and form, they all came from the same source. Because of
When you say Vishnu came from Hiranyagarbha, is that like the like the entire world, like the Virat, that like
Vishwa. See, if
okay.
you Narayana, if you look at Sahasra, Vishnu Sahasranama, started with Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkaram. The world is Vishnu.
Mm.
Creation is Vishnu. That's
And
it.
Shiva doesn't come from Hiranyagarbha?
See, we have again, I don't know, we have left. It's become Sandhya Nivarani. Because God was one. That one became three. One became two, the two became three.
Mm.
Because of the three gunas.
Mm.
So Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma all embody different gunas. Okay, so
Right.
from that sense, they are all at a level of manifestation.
Mm.
Okay, so they all are from the same unmanifested the Lord, Brahman. So in that sense, there are different aspects of creation itself. Okay. So he also came. Who is bigger? You know, these are, because from a human mind perspective, we think one is like high, one is low, one is different. All this duality comes into play. But in the duality world, everything is the same. You know, I think that's why, you know, in one, people talk about Swami telling someone, Swami, you are Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. And Swami said, what I say? They are all my employees. I only created them. You know, something like that, Swami has said. So people all get all excited and say, oh, Swami is that one, not Shiva, you know. The reality is, he says, identify with the Lord who is beyond that also. Okay.
Sairam, I don't know. I have a question.
Okay.
If the supreme manifestation, the avatar and God all are coming in, so the human beings also, because they are divine, part of the divine sparkle, so they also must be supreme, come under supreme manifestation. Am I right or wrong?
See, we have the spark, so we should at least exhibit those qualities. That's what they have.
Okay, then you become.
See, we should not say
knowingly,
I am God means we should not say I am the God, whatever I say, others have to.
Yes,
When I realize I am God, I have realized everyone else is also part of that same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Swami wants us to realize the divinity in us.
Yeah,
That's
we have to realize it.
So, you know, if Swami says I am the one, means he's identifying with that Brahma. And he wants us also to identify with that. Beyond birth, death, sustenance, everything beyond that. But Shiva stands for that which is dissolution. Vishnu stands for this sustenance. So this kind of thing. I hope, Kalyani, your
Yes. And I can't remember exactly, but in Sunday Nivarani, did Swami say like from the unmanifest, like the one, is that Ishvara?
The first thing which creation is Ishvara.
Does that Ishvara, that because sometimes we say Shiva is Ishvara. Is it?
Vishnu is also Ishvara.
Okay.
Brahma is also Ishvara.
Oh, okay.
You know, so, you know, we can see, unfortunately, when different religious beliefs came, they saw Shiva as Ishvara. There's nothing wrong with that. But then what happens, we start comparing with other faith system, then we think ours is superior. Shiva is higher than Vishnu, and all these questions come. But, you know, they all are symbolic to illustrate the point. So Vishnu is also Ishvara.
Okay.
Okay. He came from Ishvara. Yes, brother.
I know we live in planet Earth and we think we put ourselves constrained to planet Earth. But I think the Anuvaka one at the end explains who Shiva is. That's all I just want to tell you. And right, the last line actually even explains the whole process of who Shiva is. I mean, Shiva was never part of Vedic scriptures in the beginning, right? But Shiva, because Shiva is something, like you said, which is not, I mean, it's an auspicious term, right? So, but the last line of the Anuvaka will explain what Shiva means. I mean, I'm not trying to profess anything, but I think people should read even Thirumandaram, then they will understand what Shiva means more. I mean, Thirumandaram explains more in detail what Shiva means. I just want to let people.
Yeah, see, this theory of, you know, Shiva, Vishnu, all not were part of Vedas is thought. The thing is, the Veda basically described concepts, but human beings needed some form. And each one picked one form and created a religion, a belief system around that. All the words Shiva, Vishnu, all of them are used in the Vedas. Because Yajurveda, we are reading Yajurveda, the word Shiva is there. Later on, we are going to say Rudrave, Vishnave, all that is going to come. So these are different elements of the Lord which was described by the rishis. And for a common man to understand, some rishis made some form so that the human being can relate. And the whole problem comes because when we think Shiva is different from Vishnu, Shiva is different from Brahma. It is different functions of the same Ishvara. But then somebody will say Ishvara means only Shiva. Some people say Vishnu is different. That is all limited understanding of
Yeah.
divinity. Okay,
Yes.
limited understanding of divinity, which is okay. It serves a purpose. But at some level, we should understand these are all characteristics or manifestations of the same divinity. These are raging arguments which go on. If, for example, maybe it's a little bit of over, but I think because we're on the topic, I think I'll cover. For example, there is a raging controversy. Somebody made the statement that Allah and Shiva are one, so many people are up in arms. So the thing is, the God is only one. People's understanding may be limited, but they all referring to the same thing. Maybe with different words. Their understanding may be limited, but divinity is only one in this world. It can be Shiva, it can be Vishnu, it can be Shakti, it can be Parashakti, anything. Or it can be Allah, Jehovah, Jesus, anything. Because ultimately it's all part of the same divinity, because there's nothing else other than that one divinity in this world. And Rudram is trying to explain that. So we should break free even from our limited understanding of who Shiva is or who Vishnu is. And I think that's the goal. That's what Rudram attempts to make clear to us. And by contemplating on it, regularly chanting, contemplating, doing meditation, we will be able to, nothing is superior, nothing is inferior. Because there's only one. How can there be more different? If only when there are two, they are superior and inferior. There's only one, the one God. And Rudram is actually trying to describe. But those who don't have that oneness of thought, will see separation, higher, lower, differences. But Rudram wants to break all that. And that's the purpose of Rudram. Hopefully by learning, understanding, chanting, praying, meditating, we'll one day attain that. It's unity in diversity.
Thank you. Thank you. Our unity in attitude is very important. Then spiritually you can rise up.
Okay, Sairam.
Sai
So
Ram.
yes, Sister Aruna, you have a question. Lilian, you have your hand up.
I just have, sorry, two small questions for mantra 9.
Yes.
You said Maghavat is full of Magha. You said Magha refers to, what does that refer to again?
Magavad Bhyastanishvamitva Stokayitanyaya. So I will cover it with more, Kalyani, the next session.
Sure. And then the second peri in that 9th mantra,
Yes.
is that referring to the blazing anger? So the
Maritveshasya, no?
yeah.
Yeah, so in every way. So I will cover a little more next week.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yes, Sister Aruna.
We always says that animal qualities need to be removed and all, right? I didn't understand why this animal skin is, we have to put it on, kind of. That I was just thinking, Dhyana Sloka, you think about it, right? So I'm thinking why we have to wear that skin. Thank you, Sai.
Okay. Maybe I will quickly address that, sister. See, the animal quality is part of the creation. The three gunas come into being, okay? But it's only at the grossest level. The skin represents what is sthula, what is the most grossest. In the earth, the three gunas are present. The animal quality will be present at the three guna external level. It cannot be eradicated completely, because actually that's also nothing good or bad. But when the three gunas get into the mind and does not allow you to realize who you are, then only it becomes a problem. Okay. In this part, the three gunas, animals have to eat, one animal will eat the other. Okay. That's natural. But animals in the forest only kill when they're hungry. They don't kill other animals because they are angry. Human beings are slightly different. We will kill even if we are angry. Okay. But Swami is saying you should only be angry with your own bad thoughts. So you want to eradicate that.
Oh, it's like a shield.
It's a shield. Charma is shield. You have exactly said. Charma is shield.
Okay, great.
Exactly.
Now I got it. Okay, thanks. Thank you, Sai.
So I think we have 10 minutes over, but we'll close the session today and we'll continue there. Okay, Saira. Om Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Saira.